alcohol, women, friends, fake friends, injuries. I remember the first time I got injured was 2010. I got injury. I had a stress fracture on my fifth metatarsal. So you never got injured. You never went under the knife, meaning that you never went under the surgery, and you encounter such challenges. You are alone. You cannot tell your family that you got injured. There's a lot of things that played a role or challenged me to man up. But at the end of the day, you tend to ask yourself a lot of questions, and after you encounter those challenges, I believe that if I gave up, if I really gave up on my career, on myself, I think I would have not even been sitting in front of you now talking about my negative challenges. But I remember my girlfriend that time, which is my wife, and now 2010, she got pregnant, and when she got pregnant, I remember the season was about to end, and I was on loan from Mamelodi Sundowns to Bloemfontein Celtic, and okay, I played few games in Celtic, but I never scored a goal, and Bloemfontein and Sundowns, decided against of renewing my, or exercising my 2-year option contract that I had with them. So now my girlfriend, she's pregnant. You have friends that were there when things were good. Now you don't have a job, you don't have an income. Everyone is, they're staying far away from you because you don't have anything that's beneficial for them. So everyone, they are not there for you anymore. So I had to sit down with myself, with my family, my mom, my girlfriend, to say, and my agent also. And, credit has to go to my agent who, in those difficult times, he stood by me, because, you have agents that also, they are there when it's nice and gloomy for any, professional player. When things go bad or sideways for any football player, agents, they tend to terminate their partnership with players. But I think I had one of the best agent at that time, Walter Mukwena, and he stood next to me, when I didn't have any income. I didn't have an income for like almost 4 months, but I had a good supportive structure. My girlfriend was there for me, my mom was there for me, my brother was there for me, and my agent was there for me. And I had to be honest with myself, to say, is it the life that I want for my child who's not yet born, or is it the life that I want for my family? So I need to change my ways, Yeah. So I sit down, I had to look at myself in the mirror and have a man-to-man chat, Since, well, black kids, we don't have that, we don't have that, moment with our fathers that we can have that, man-to-man conversation with what we need to talk about. So I had to man up and, look at myself in the mirror and have that, psychological, mental conversation with myself to say, it's now or never. And I think I was honest, I broke down in front of the mirror. I broke down, I think I had a conversation with myself for like maybe 40 minutes. I broke down because I believe that I had other conversations that I wanted to have with my dad, but I couldn't, because he was not there, And those conversations, I couldn't have them with my mom because she won't relate because, I'm you know what I mean? So yeah, eventually, since something came up for me because I continued to pray and my, my religious side, came back because I also, as I told you, I grew up from a religious family, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Roman Catholic. So since I turned pro until things went bad for me, I lost my way, I lost my spiritual and my religious being. I stopped going to church. I stopped, praying. So that 3-4 months of, picking myself up, I had to, get myself back to being religious. So also, as I said, my mom was there for me. I started praying more, and you know, something came up. I had an opportunity, and I got recalled to go on trials in Israel. So from Israel, as I said, from Israel, you know, funny enough, I didn't play, I didn't train for like 6 months, and boom, I went to Israel. And funny enough, in a space of 3 or 4 days training with that team, I played one friendly game, and you know, they were impressed, and they said, no, we don't want to risk this guy of playing friendly games. We want to sign him directly. And he showed me, and I became so excited. That's why I became so hard-headed into the religious, you know, word, or the word of God. I became so hard-headed in the word of God because of I lived to see one of the miracles happen in my life, and to come from where I come from, where I was down and out, and people that I call my friends and people that I call family, you know, they just left me, you know, dry and out. And I had to ask myself, is it the life I want for myself and my kid and my girlfriend? Which I turned my life around, and I went to Israel, and everything changed for me. All of a sudden, I got a contract, I have an income, and I just, you know, gave everyone a middle finger to say, look, this is the life I want for myself. Yeah. And since then, you know, I never turned back. I never, you know, turned my head back. Since then, I focused, and I put my head on the ground until today.